I've created myself in Football Manager. In today's video, I need to navigate my career with one target in mind. I want to win the most prestigious individual honour in the game, the Ballon d'Or. During my career in the game, I can transfer myself 3 times. Once to a club on loan, once to a team domestically, and one final time to a team abroad. With these 3 chips in hand, can I go and achieve the ultimate? Let's go and find out. Allow me to introduce you to Baby Clayts. Here is my player at the very beginning of his career as a fresh-faced 15-year-old, where we are going to be watching his career in today's video. The aim is to win the Ballon d'Or. We can intervene just 3 times. Otherwise, we have a watching brief. And speaking of a watching brief, there's only one man to do that job properly, and that is Watching Back. Welcome back, Watching Man, everybody. Thank you very much. I've set up my player with all of the tools to hopefully go and dominate the world's game by giving him a pretty good starting point in terms of his attributes and also a dynamic potential ability of -10. That means he will go on to be one of the best players in the world, but there is still some give and take. And that will be really influenced by how many games he plays, which teams he ends up at, which is where we come in. Our interventions are only 3 times. We can move him on a loan, we can move him domestically, and we can move him abroad. Those 3 times, otherwise we are just watching. From now though, I think we begin, and one thing that I've noticed on the very first screen here is that he's wanted by pretty much everybody. There is some big teams in here. We've got mainly Premier League and English. It's all English teams. Some big names in there. Arsenal, Manchester United, Spurs are in there. Look, Chelsea in there. Not Liverpool, which is a bit of a shame for me personally. But there we go. We are going to go and find out season by season how our player does and try ultimately to see if we can get him to win the Ballon d'Or. If we do that, we've completed the video. If we don't do that, we failed. Our career is wasted. Let's get into it. Oh, before we do that, a quick jump in from me today to say thank you very much for being here. Subscribe to the channel. We're aiming for 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for all the support since we've gone full time with this. And hopefully you're appreciating that the content is a little bit faster coming. And the content's a bit different in that it's some of my bigger ideas that I've now got the time to execute. Please do subscribe. And if you do want to support me even more, please join the Claytreon. The Patreon, you get your name at the end of the videos and all of the save files and everything like that will be uploaded on there for you guys too. Let's continue by going a year at a time. Let's see things at the end of season number 1. All right, it's now the 31st of May, 2024. We have had 1 season as a real footballer. We are, I've just seen, we have made a move. We have moved to Manchester United. I'm a little bit sick to the stomach after that has happened, but it's a big move. One of the biggest names on that list of teams that were interested in us are the team that have gone for us. And I feel like we should just jump in at this second as well to say, now that we're a Manchester United player, I have tried to choose the attributes that I think will make us a success in the game. I've also made us an attacking midfielder because I feel like then you can score goals and get assists and hopefully get high average ratings, which I think might be the biggest influence on us winning the Ballon d'Or. At this stage, I'm not expecting us to do that, although we have won something, potentially. We've won the Under-21s Premier Division International Cup, so you'll never sing that. Good start to our career. We're now 16. I assume we've not played any games. We've played 47 non-competitive games, got 14 goals, 14 assists, only 6.84 average rating. That might be a failure on my part by the average ratings. Otherwise, it's a good start. You can just see by the attributes that I've chosen, by the way, 20 determination. And then just, I think some of the key ones, I left lots of them blank and then it's just been randomly generated. But the ones that are the yellow ones, the bigger ones here, they're usually the ones that I've chosen. So free kick taking, corners, I want us to take those set pieces because I think, again, that's where the average rating comes from. And it's such a big part of that Ballon d'Or, as well as winning trophies and winning competitions, etc. I put the determination up to the very top and used a lot of my my attributes here because I think that's going to give us the best chance to grow and to develop as much as possible. And then I gave us good pace, acceleration, good fitness. In fact, I don't think I did the fitness. That was a random one, I do believe. Good technique, good passing because we're a midfielder. Can kind of shoot from range. Good first touch. And then, yeah, those set pieces, as I mentioned before. I think we're in a good spot. Our value is massive, 12 million to 38 million. That will obviously have gone up because we've gone to Manchester United as well. So I wonder if that makes us difficult now for another team to buy. It also gives us a team that's difficult to get into as a youngster. We might need to think carefully about our loan, but I think at this stage, we're only 16. I'm not even sure we can go on a loan yet until we're 18, right? So I guess we go another season and see if we play any. I get what we're in the under 18, so I guess if we play any under 21 games or something, there's a bit of development. Let's go another season and see. Okay, end of season number 2. Let's find out if we're still at United. I assume we would be. We are still in the under 18s, as probably expected, although it does say here has been made available for the Manchester United under 21s. So that's quite interesting. I don't really feel like our attributes have changed all that much. I'm not noticing any specific growth there or anything that's really jumping out. So we're kind of just ticking along. We've played 7. That's a lot less games. Is that because I wonder why that is. Only 7 games non-competitive with 7 assists in there. And again, the average rating, not particularly great. We're 17. You would wonder if we might make our debut quite soon. But again, for Manchester United, that might be difficult. So I wonder, let's go to 18 and then think about maybe a loan, because for now, the biggest players in the world, if you go to Lamine Yamal, who I assume is going to be a little bit older now because that's how time works, he's 17 and he is a lot better than us and has played a lot of first team football. So technically, we are already behind, and these are the people we are going to be competing with to win the Ballon d'Or. So let's hope that there's a bit of development when we go one more season. Let's go another season and see. All right, season number 3. It is now May 2026. I'm actually just seeing up here that Conte has been sacked by Manchester United and Dyche has been sacked by Everton as well in there. New manager for us then in our career. We should now be, 18 years old. We are still at Manchester United. We're in the under 21s. So we have been promoted up a team here. And now at the age of 18, our value has actually come right down. I wonder if that's because we've not played loads. Okay, hang on a minute. We've played 4 times in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. We have played 64 times in non-competitive games. That will be the under 18s and the under 21 games, right? 7 goals, 24 assists. That's a lot better. Average rating is nearly at 7, which is where we need it to go. There is a bit of development here. Some of these have gone up, I would say. 15 technique, it wasn't 15 before, was it? And then it's not loads though. Again, I'm going to go back. I'm going to compare it again because I feel like this is kind of our benchmark here. Lamine Yamal is looking outrageously good. He's our age. He's born in the the July. We're born in the November. Is it 2007 for him? Yeah, the same year. So we're 4 months or so younger than him, but he's a lot better than us. So we've got a long way to go. In the United under 21s now, we are now 18. I think I'm going to use my first chip of the video. I think we're going to give ourselves a loan, maybe to a championship team. Maybe, do you reckon we get into a Premier League team? I'm not sure we do. Maybe a championship team, and I feel like we'd play football for a championship team with this ability. I'm going to have a little scout around and put us on loan, I think, for a season to see if it helps. We have been given a kit number, by the way, number 40, which is quite nice, isn't it? Maybe we keep that as our... It's not going to be up to me, is it? I was going to say maybe we keep that. It's not my decision. Let's go and tee up a loan and see where we can go from there. All right, so I've decided on my first move then of my career. I have moved myself on loan to Bournemouth. Now, I've chosen Bournemouth because they are currently the favourites for the Championship. They've been relegated from the Premier League, and then this year they are the big favourites to go and win the league, which I'm just thinking I should have a chance of playing some games here, but I also have the chance to put some silverware to my name early on in my career, which might be important for things like reputation, and having a promotion on my resume feels like something that I want to go and do. So I am now a Bournemouth player. I did have a look around a few teams. I'm a little bit worried by this because they do have Alex Scott, who, as we know, is very, very good playing in my position. He is wanted, so I'm sort of fingers crossed right now. Loads of teams in for him, having, they've just been relegated. I'm kind of hoping one of these big boys takes him and leaves a lovely spot in their midfield for me to go and play in. That's sort of the aim. I've only just moved myself here, so we can't see if I'm going to be a starter, although I'm on a regular starter agreed playing time, which is maybe useful. We will see. I'm going to go a season on. We'll see how my loan move at Bournemouth goes, and then we'll be back at Manchester United, where I've got to hope that I can somehow break into that first team. Let's hopefully go and play some games. And so at the end of the season, I don't know if I'm worried or happy with how this loan move has gone. We've played some football, which is a good thing. Now 19 years old, here is our player. It's 28 appearances for Bournemouth, 0 goals and also 0 assists and also a pretty average rating. It's because we've only actually started 3 games over the course of the campaign. They did sell Alex Scott for £50 million, but it didn't help me to get myself into the team. They instead went with Hamid Traore playing as their first choice attacking midfielder. They also loaned in Arda Güler, which meant I was very much a backup. I think I've been played a little bit more as a defensive midfielder though, which is why this wasn't natural or accomplished before, and now it's an accomplished position for me. I think I've also grown as a player in terms of the attributes, but there's a long way to go. We did, though, win the league, so I do have on my resume now a championship champions. We've gone up. I was also named in the seasonal best 11 on the bench with my... Actually, I did get 1 goal. What did I score my goal in? It wasn't in the league. It was in my two games that I played in the cup. So we're off the mark. No league goals yet, but we are off the mark with a goal. It's a pretty low-key start, I think, to my career. I'm once again going to go and compare this to Lamine Yamal. In fact, I'm not going to compare it to Lamine Yamal. I'm going to compare it to Ansu Fati, who is also at Barcelona. A bit older, but I just wanted to show you what I'm up against for winning the Ballon d'Or. Like, he's going to be he's 5 years older than me. Look how good he is. And then you've got Yamal, who is already this good at the same age. This is going to be tough. I don't know if this is going to be a success. It might need to be, this is part 1, effort number 1. Have I got the Ballon d'Or? It might be called the Golden Ball on here. Let's check who's been winning it so far. Jude Bellingham, who's only 22, who's only 3 years older. Kylian Mbappe, Mo Salah won it in the first season. Jude Bellingham's going to be difficult to dislodge. Sometimes we do things on stream and then little pictures like this end up in the game, and I'm not going to explain it. That's just Jude Bellingham. If you think that he looks weird, that's on you. That's just a normal photo of him. Nothing edited at all about him. He's going to be difficult to beat to a Ballon d'Or as well, isn't he? I mean, Kylian Mbappe's got a few years left as well. I think now we don't really have a choice. I don't want to use one of my transfer chips just yet, but we're going to be back at Manchester United. I'm going to see how this next season goes, and hopefully we play some first team games. If not, maybe, I mean, is there any interest in us overall, any transfer? There's no interest in us at all at the moment, although we are heading back to Manchester United in about a month's time. So I'm going to go another season on, and we'll find out what happens to me. Okay, still going, but here we are. A little bit worried. We're now 20. We're at Notts County. I'm not sure Notts County is necessarily a normal checkpoint along the way to becoming a Ballon d'Or winner, but the road is sometimes not straight, and that is kind of what's happening to me here. I think we've been loaned out again from Manchester United, this time for 12k. We've played 12 times again in the Championship. They've been relegated as well. They finished third bottom, so we've now got on our CV a relegation. I don't know. Yeah, it literally does say it there as well. So we've got the promoted, and then we've got the relegation. This is not going very well. I'm debating whether I need to move us on, but then I'm like, where do I even move us and still get game time? Because I'm looking at Notts County and I'm thinking I should probably be playing in this team. We're up against Enzo Gonzalez, who the former Wolves midfielder. He's on loan from Wolves. Look, I think we're better than him. I mean, we're not far off him either way. And then Corness in the midfield, maybe like some better pros. Michael Carrick, you should be playing me, my friend. We've also seemingly been played at centre-back at some point, and it appears more regularly being played as a defensive midfielder rather than this attacking midfielder, which wasn't part of the plan, but we've been reinvented as a DM, it would seem. Maybe even a centre-back. Because we're now natural there. I guess we just continue and see. Maybe we'll be a late bloomer. You can get late bloomers on FM24, can't you? When we are only 20, but we're now playing for Notts County. Let's go another season and see if things improve. Okay, so it's now 2029. This is the end of season number 6 of our careers. We've gone from a 15-year-old, so we should be 21 now. Okay, I've just seen we're now at Wrexham. We've been... Is it a loan? It's another loan. Oh, I'm a bit concerned. We're 21 years old. We've got no England youth caps. We've completely missed out a youth career, it would seem. We're now too old to get into the under-21s, or about to be. We are playing in the... Is it Championship? It is the Championship. I guess we've got more regular game time. 3 Championship loans in a season. 3 very average Championship loans as well. 4 assists this year and a player of the match. So that is slightly in the right direction. Did we score a goal last year? No, we've got that 1 goal in our career so far as well. I wanted to create and turn us into to a Ballon d'Or winner. At this rate, it's just simply not going to happen, is it? We've also been given the number 11, which seems a bit odd for where we play. Mbappe, Bellingham, Mbappe, Salah are the Ballon d'Or winners so far. We're a defensive midfielder that can't tackle and doesn't really do loads. Like these attributes, I don't even feel like they've really been moving all that much, right? Do I need to transfer us? But if I do, we've been relegated again. Did Wrexham get relegated? Oh my word, we've got back-to-back relegations on our CV. We've been relegated with Notts County, now with Wrexham. These are the lower-end teams in the Championship, and we are struggling to... I mean, we played 25 times, so I suppose it's a regular spot, but we're struggling to express ourselves in really poor teams. I don't even think... If I can't transfer myself to a Premier League team, I'd have to probably choose a Championship team. But, like... Who do I go to here that I'm going to get regular football for? Do I need to do a bit of scouting and then move us? I think what I'm actually going to do is... Do we have any interest? No. I think I'm going to leave me here for another season. And then next year, I think might be the turning point, is when we might actually need to make a decision. Also, I've put loads of weight on. I'm pretty sure I didn't start at 88 kilograms at the start. We're now quite beefy. That's interesting. Let's go another year and find out if things... Please improve. Right, another season in the books. 2030 is the date now. Watching Man still doesn't have a job, but we are now we're at Sunderland. Have they been promoted to the Premier League? Maybe. Interesting. We are 22 and we're still on loan. We have played quite well though. Well, we played a lot of games. 36 games. We've got 2 assists. 40 games in total. I feel like we have got a little bit better. Like, this doesn't look like a terrible player right now. 16 technique, 16 vision, passings at 14. Are we slowly blooming into a decent player? I don't know if we're going to be able to get regular game time in the Premier League still. Where did Sunderland finish? I don't think they got relegated, which is nice. It'd be nice to stay here again almost for another season, actually. But they finished... Oh, my word, what have I done here? They finished 11th. It's movement in the right direction, isn't it? It's not exactly brilliant, but it is movement in the right direction. And I actually feel like we're getting better, still clearly playing as a defensive midfielder rather than an attacking midfielder. No, I think our attributes are better for that. Maybe it's the passing. They like playing us as more of a playmaker, perhaps. 22 years old. Still a long way to go to the Ballon d'Or, is what you'd probably say. Ballon d'Or this year has been won by Kylian Mbappe again, then Rodrigo, and then Kulusevski in third. That's interesting. Maybe, just maybe, we're going to be a late bloomer. Let's go a couple more. I think I'm going to... Do I move us now? Do I move us to a lower league, like a lower level Premier League team? Or do I just stick it out with Manchester United? What have they got in their midfield? They've got Matt O'Reilly and Yunus Agchun. And then they do play with a DM in Peroni at the moment. We can't be far off him, especially as he's wanted. It's really... In fact, what are we in the first team squad? It looks like we kind of are when we come back. I guess we have to give it one more season just in case United use us. Because if United do use us, that's actually a bit of a game changer. Like, the rep will really improve. I think I'm going to risk it for one more season and see. And if I know I said that before, but if we don't improve if we don't play games for Manchester United, then I think we have to cut our losses a little bit and see if we can find ourselves a team where we're going to play football. But maybe we'll be on loan again. Maybe we'll get a Premier League loan. I do regret now going to Bournemouth, because it looks like I would have got organic loans. I didn't need to do that myself. And right now it'd be really nice to put me on a Premier League loan instead, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's go another season and find out see if we can get some game time at Manchester United. Come on. Okay, another season in the books. May 2031. I think this is the end of season number 8. And we should be, is it 23 at this stage now? 22 or 23? 23 here in May. And we are at Manchester United. That's semi-promising. It's kind of what I wanted. However, I'm looking at the minutes played here, or at least the games played. We've not started a game for them. We have played 5 times in the Premier League. We've made our Premier League debut off the bench, played 5 games, got a 6.6 average rating. It's not amazing, is it? But you'd imagine that our rep would have taken a nice little increase from playing for Manchester United. We are 23, no youth caps, no England caps, valued at 9 to 27 million. We're quite an average Premier League footballer, I dare say. A fringe player here at Manchester United. We're going to need to start hitting our potential soon. I'm a little bit worried. I'm not quite sure what our current ability will be, but I'm worried that if we're so low, we'll never quite reach what should still be a really high potential ability. I don't know what to do. I may be thinking, I'm looking at this Norwich. Okay, I was hoping it'd be a better team than that. Oh, they are Premier League. Okay, that's not... I'm looking at the wanted there thinking, okay, maybe we'll get an organic move anyway. And if a team wants to buy us, it's probably because they want to play us. Although you can never really rely on AI decision making in Football Manager, can you, for that one? I'm tempted to just see it through. I'm tempted. My thinking is Manchester United, where do they finish? They're a mid-table team. I thought they're not even a good team. They're a mid-table team anyway. Like if I move to a Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U, Newcastle, Tottenham, I'm not going to play. Spurs won the league. Who do they have in midfield? They've got Adam Wharton. He's better than me. I think we can confidently say. And Papa Sarr. He's way better than me. We're not getting into that team. So where do I go from Manchester United? This is the lowest big team, if you know what I mean by that we might be able to get game time for. Who's in our way right now? Kobbie Mainoo, Ronan Keating, Joey Keating, to be fair to him, is younger than us and is maybe better than us. I mean, let's actually compare. Is he actually better than us? Yeah, he is. Maybe he shouldn't have the potential. I've given us a -10 potential, by the way, just to clarify that. Are we better than Perone yet? We're quite close to him. Let's compare us to him as well. Better speed, same vision, same technical, same aerial. Worse mental and defending, worse attacking. So he's just better. We might be able to overtake him soon. I'm looking, actually, have we even improved? I can't even see us on here. That's how far back I need to go here. Maybe. I'm not looking at this and thinking, oh, there's major improvements. Vision and technique at 16 is really nice. With good passing too. We're just sort of average, aren't we? I think I'm going to leave it because I don't know where we move and for it to work. And I don't want to use that card like we did with the loan to Bournemouth and then it not to do anything for our career. Well, if I actually go to the United squad, are we on the bench or... Okay, we are. We're 7th on the bench and we're wanted by Norwich. I wonder if that will go through. I wonder if we get bought by Norwich. And if we do, maybe that gives us a chance. Or we stay here and maybe we'll play. I think I'm going to risk it again. I'm going to roll the dice and go another season and hope that 5 games turns into 10 games and eventually we're so far away from our goal, aren't we? Let's go another year and see how it goes. Okay, season number 9 has just come to an end. We are in 2032 and now our wonder kid, who's no longer a wonder kid, is not at Manchester United. He's at Norwich. Okay, we have made that move. Or transfer arrange. We are going to make the move permanently. It was a loan, but we are joining permanently. This is where now... I'm looking, actually. I think I'm really worried that we got relegated. We didn't get relegated, I don't think, with Norwich, because it would say it here, right? This is where I'm worried to think I don't want another relegation on my CV. We are joining permanently. I assume that's for 36 million. Can I see it on here, actually? 24.5 million pounds, but they probably paid a little bit for the loan anyway. So maybe with extras too, it's about 36 million. I'm not sure. We'll see once it goes through, won't we? We are now about to become a Norwich player. Did they get, or where did they finish in the league? I don't think they got relegated. They finished 15th. That's all right. 38 games, 41 points. Forest, Ipswich, Leeds getting relegated. United finished 7th, so they did improve a little bit, but still not right towards the top. Can't say I planned for our Ballon d'Or journey for us to stop along at well, actually, we're the key player. That's pretty good. That is a good sign, actually. We are listed as the key player. Like I was saying, though, I wasn't planning to stop along at Bournemouth, Notts County, Wrexham, Sunderland and Norwich along the way to winning the Ballon d'Or, but it maybe this is a slight upturn. That's a much better season. 7.13 average rating, 2 goals, 3 assists, 2 player of the matches, 40 games, all comps. How are we improving? They're up. This is improved. This is better. That passing has gone right. Was it 14 before? This is where I probably should try and remember what they were before. That's definitely, it wasn't green before. I know that. 16 passing now. I think vision's gone up from 16 to 17. Maybe our work rate has improved too. Decisions to 16. Can't remember if that was that good before, but I actually look at us now. Let's compare us to, I'll tell you who I'm going to compare us to, just because we did compare him to us before. Maximo Peroni. Are we now, he's wanted. We're better than him now, I think. I reckon that shows the progress we've made, because it was two things that Peroni was better than. Now he's only better than us at defending. We're better physically, speed, vision, attacking, technical, aerial, mentals are the same, but we're the better player now, I'd say, and obviously a lot younger. We're 24. I think we are improving. Just to check. Okay, still no caps for England, and we were named in the seasonal best 11. I can't do a transfer now because of the permanent transfer that's about to go through to Norwich. So I'm going to leave it another season, I think. Let's come back when we're 25 and really, to be honest, entering our prime. Hopefully, we've played a load of games for Norwich and we stay in the league again. Come on. All right, 2033, season number, I think this is season number 10. I assume we're still at Norwich. We are still at Norwich, and I'm hoping we're going to be very much the main man here. And I'm kind of hoping and praying that they're still in the Premier League, because I don't want to go back to the Championship. Although if we do that, I suppose that would be where I'd have to do a transfer. We've still got, remember, a transfer to another team domestically and a transfer abroad if we wanted to use it. How are we doing at Norwich? Hello. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I think we're improving. We're 25. Oh, we got caps for England. We have made our England debut. We're listed as a star player. We're now on £67,000 a week. I think there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance here. Anticipation's definitely up. Decisions was 16. I'm sure of that before. Now it's 17. Vision is 17. Passing is 17. Technique is 17. They're clearly playing us as like a deep line playmaker, perhaps even training us as a deep line playmaker. And I really think it might be starting to pay off. It's not what I planned for this player to be. I wanted him to be like an attacking midfielder scoring loads of goals. We've scored 7 goals in our entire career so far. Those have all come at Norwich. 5 goals last year. It was £24.5 million the cost. 5 goals, 3 assists, 3 player of the matches, a 7.09 average rating. That is solid. I actually think we look quite good now. I'm almost a bit concerned that we aren't wanted. Like, we need to maybe... Is now the time for me to move us? Because Norwich are... Where are they predicted to finish? They're predicted to finish 17th. Is there a team in this Premier League now that is towards the top that I think we could get into? Maybe like an Arsenal. Who have they got in midfield? They've got Danilo. Are we better than him? He's 32. I don't know who else they've got in their squad. They've got Martin Ødegaard playing deeper, who's now 34. Is that an opening, do you think? As a former Manchester United player, should I be going to Arsenal? Who's their key player here? Ayadi is a striker. This is not how you should make your decisions in your career. Like, have a quick look and go, yeah, that looks good to me. But I'm sort of tempted by Arsenal here just because of that. Let's have a look at the rest of their squad. I just want to see centre mids, really. Danilo, Ødegaard. Who's on their bench that can play centre mid? Havertz could play deeper. They've got Vicente Pizarro, who's 30. And, I mean, we might be as good as him. They've got... He plays on the wing. Anana's out on loan, Amadou Anana. And then they've got Branco Capriel, who is to be fair, he's pretty good. Are we better? He's probably better than us, isn't he? But you know, actually, we've got better defending mental aerial, the same, with slightly worse attacking, same vision, faster, slightly worse physicals. It's a lot closer, actually, than I was thinking. I think we must have made really big strides here. We're almost as good as Capriel. I'm going to do it. Arsenal are predicted to finish, what, top 4, second. I think we get in that team. I'm going to move us to Arsenal. And we're going to come back at the end of season 11 and see how that move's gone. We'll have 1 chip left in our hand, which I'm kind of going to hold back, I think, to maybe move us to a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich as an option to push us on to winning the Ballon d'Or. Dude, I'm even second guessing it now. City have won the league basically every year. Can I just check? We definitely don't get in there. João Neves is really good. But compare? it's not night and day. I don't think we're gonna dislodge him, and then they've got a new gen who's got then he's ridiculous. Shell Suarez. I assume he's a lot better than us. Yeah, he's better than us. But okay, I think it's Arsenal. I'm gonna go to Arsenal, and I'll see you after another season. Come on, please let it work. Okay, so I did make the move to Arsenal, and here I am at the end of the season 2034. We're now 26, and I'm feeling pretty good about my decision, actually. I've managed to play some games, 34 games for Arsenal, 9 goals, 7 assists, and 1 player of the match. A 7.22. That's a really solid season for a really good team now. Arsenal finished, quite annoyingly, 6th, though, is the only annoying thing about this. They're not going to be in the Champions League for next year, which is just going to delay. I really feel like I need to win the Champions League if I'm going to end up being on the, being a Ballon d'Or winner, which is the ultimate aim of this video, isn't it? Claudio Echeverri was the Ballon d'Or winner with Ansu Fati, who plays for City now, and Vinicius Jr. in behind. Rodrigo Mora's quite young. That's concerning. I'm like, looking at these, I'm like, oh, it's fine because Mbappe's going to retire soon. And then there's younger players, younger than me, that are now winning the Champions League. Either way, I feel like this is a big step in the right direction. I was worried at the beginning of the save, but now looking at how good we actually are, there's definitely more improvement there, isn't there? Look at the passing and the vision, and we're a really good midfielder. I'm a bit worried that we've now become a defensive midfielder, and that might mean it's more difficult to go and win the Ballon d'Or. I mean, Rodri did it in real life, didn't he? But I think on FM especially, I think you need to be scoring lots of goals and definitely assisting lots of goals. 9 goals, 7 assists. That's not Ballon d'Or winning numbers yet, and we're kind of in our prime now. So I'll go a couple more seasons, and we'll see how we get on. All right, I've actually gone a few seasons there. It's now 2037, which means we've been at Arsenal now for, I think it's 3 seasons, and we are still at Arsenal. I've just checked, and we're now 29 years old. We're almost approaching the twilight of our career now, which is a little bit... Is this worrying that I'm pretty sure we won't have won a Ballon d'Or in this time? I haven't checked yet, but I'm noticing last season we won the Europa League. That's pretty good, but that's not the Champions League, and I really do think we need to crack that competition if we're going to do this. We've made lots of caps for England now, 13 goals for them. We're on a massive wage. We look incredible, to be completely honest. 19 passing, 18 vision, 16 first touch, 17 anticipation. Great acceleration and pace for a midfielder as well. I don't know where we've been playing. It's really difficult to tell as well. Maybe if I go to Arsenal and schedule on here and just go to a recent game, can I see what position I played in? Was it as an attacking midfielder, or was it? It was in the number 10. I'd actually picked up an injury in this game, which is a shame, but did score a goal in this one. Look, should we? I don't think I can watch a goal because I've got detail level so low. Here's the Europa League final. This was the most recent, so I wonder, can I see goals in this game? No, but we did win the Europa League. Did I play in that game? Was that the injury? Did that rule us out of that game potentially? Capriel started in my usual number 10 spot, so I guess we must have been injured, which is another annoyance, isn't it? But I think we look like an incredible player. We are listed as the key player as well. Vincenzo Italiano is our manager. Have we won a Ballon d'Or, though? I guess that's just what we have to check now, isn't it? We have... I thought that was it. Where it said CL, where it was Echeverri. We've not won a Ballon d'Or. Have we finished in the top 3? No. 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 I am a bit worried. We looked at Mbappe. He was winning them when he was 31, 32. We're now 29. We won the Europa League this year. We won the Europa League again in 2035. And that's sort of it in terms of career milestones anyway. Not won anything with England yet either. Maybe a World Cup win. That could maybe give us... I don't really know. That in real life, that's how it works, isn't it? It's competition wins for your country, competition wins for your club, as well as the numbers that you're putting up personally. Are these numbers going to win us a Ballon d'Or? I just don't think they are. It's 4 seasons actually at Arsenal, so another 3 seasons on top of that first one we saw. 3 goals, 8 assists, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 goals, 6 assists. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I don't think it's going to happen unless we now get a massive move, and then from there we push on somewhat. I feel like the player that we've become is really well rounded, but isn't a goal scorer, isn't necessarily making loads of assists, and the numbers aren't there. So we need somebody to go and win. We need to win competitions. So with that in mind, do we do our move abroad Now, Champions League holders are PSG. We've got that one move abroad that we can do. Do we go to PSG and just go for it? Oh, Jurgen Klopp's the manager as well. It makes it even more tempting. Is this our final roll of the dice? Because I think if we continue the way we're going, I just don't think it's going to happen. Do we move to PSG and just have one last go at it? They've got new gen midfielders, which makes me think they're probably going to be quite good. But we're also really, really, really good, aren't we? So I reckon we can get in the team ahead of them. Let's do it. Let's go to PSG and see if we can roll the dice again. Otherwise, I think this might be a failure. We're not going to win this Ballon d'Or. I almost feel like we've missed our chance now, but maybe we'll be a really late bloomer. Let's go to France and try again. Okay, so here we are then. We are in 2040, which means we should have had now 3 seasons at PSG. If it hasn't happened now, it may never happen. I think that might be the case. We should be, what, 32 years old? And hopefully rocking it by winning Champions Leagues and all sorts. Here is our 32-year-old self. Our value has plummeted, £6.2 million. We look, though, oh my word, we're better. I thought we might have seen a bit of a drop-off in terms, especially in these physical stats, but we haven't dropped off at all. We look so good. 20 first touch, 20 passing, 18 technique, 20 vision. This is the perfect playmaker. Play me as the 10 or the 6 or in midfield. This is the perfect playmaker. Now, the only thing that needs to take place is us winning stuff so that we get ourselves in the team of the year and get ourselves into the talking, the discussion for the Ballon d'Or. I can see that most recently we did win La Liga. We won La Liga the year before that. We won La Liga before that. So that's 3. We've been champions 3 years in a row. With Arsenal, it was just those Europa League runs. There's no Champions League in there, though, is there? That might just hold us back. Champions League winners have been... Sorry, Everton. Right, Everton have won the Champions League and PSG didn't. This is when I joined. Then it's Newcastle, Lazio. Newcastle, Lazio, Everton. Where did we go out this year? Don't tell me we got close. We didn't get close. We went out in the quarterfinal to Bayern. And then I suppose it doesn't even matter. We didn't win it, which tells me, I think, let's have a look at the stats first. 12 goals, 6 assists is really good. That's a really healthy average rating as well. 7.28 year before, 7.49 the year before that. I don't think this is enough goals and assists, even though 13 assists there, 12 goals there is really good. I don't think we would have won the Ballon d'Or. And I think this is definitely a time where I think it's past now. Let's check. No. Bellingham, Echeverry, Jimenez. Then before that, it was Evan Ferguson. We're not even in the top 3 on any of these years. We're not even close to it. Ayardi at Arsenal. We just left Arsenal. Now their striker won the Ballon d'Or. Rodrigo before that. We're not going to do this. One thing I did want to check, actually, is Team of the Year. Are we even in the Team of the Year for these seasons? If I go to here, look, we've just had really good seasons. We're not even in the top 16 or so. We've got 2 PSG players in there, centre-back and keeper. Were we in it the year before? Nope. Year before that? Year before that, we made it with a 7.42 in the midfield, look. There's other PSG players that, I mean, let's sort this by average rating. There's other PSG players in there that have got a higher average rating and more goals and things. We're not going to do this. We need something now, and I can't use it. I can't move us anymore now, can I? So we're kind of stuck with whatever happens. So I guess we go a few more seasons and just see and pray for a miracle, like a really, really late bloomer, like a Luka Modric Ballon d'Or is what we're looking for like a Karim Benzema run at the awards is what we're looking for here. I don't know if it's going to happen, but let's go and find out, I suppose. All right, 3 more seasons progressed. We are now going to be an aging 35-year-old midfielder. And I've actually just noticed as well that PSG's job is available. So this tells me that Jurgen Klopp is no longer there. I don't think we're there. Lucas Everard is the manager, caretaker manager. Who have their managers been? I'm actually intrigued because is it just Klopp that got sacked? Oh my word, Klopp retired and James Milner was the PSG manager and I completely missed it. I just maybe didn't check it. James Milner was there for 2 years. That's really cool, actually, that he must have followed Klopp, maybe came in as a coach and then took over. They had a Hurzeler, Nagelsmann. They still didn't win things, or maybe they did win things that I've not looked yet. And then Lucas Everard is in now. Did they win anything? They've won Liga 1. They won the Champions League in 2037. That was the year that I joined, wasn't it? We got appointed vice captain in 2042. I don't think they've also moved to Kylian Mbappe Park, which is quite cool, isn't it? How many 65,000 seater called Kylian Mbappe? Where are we then? That's the main thing, because I don't think we're at PSG anymore. We're not. Okay, we're at Chelsea. That's interesting. 35 years old. It feels very Fabregas to me. We're now at Chelsea and we've played... We won the World Cup. England won the World Cup. Is this the very, very late push for me to win the Ballon d'Or? We won 2-1 in extra time against Germany. That's outrageous. I can't see if we played in that game or not. But it's on my career milestones. That means it counts for me. They paid £10 million there, or £12 million, and we've had a good season. 10 assists, 2 goals in the Premier League. Is that going to be enough to win us a Ballon d'Or? I'm assuming that the seasons we had before that of... That's a good season. That's a good season. I mean, did we win the league in those times? We won the league, won the French Cup, won the league, won the French Cup. We've not won the Champions League, have we? The last Champions League was 2037, so we're not going to have won the Ballon d'Or in that time. But in December this year, it was 2030. No, no, it was 2042. We've not won the Ballon d'Or. Otherwise, it would say it there because it gets handed out in late December, early January, doesn't it? So it hasn't happened even in spite of winning the World Cup. I was going to say maybe next year we'll find out if we've won it, but I'm pretty sure we haven't now. And that's even with a World Cup win. We haven't. Look, it's Ayardi, Newella for Everton, who are apparently amazing, and Nicholas Brown. And then the year before that, another Everton player in there, Ethan Bennett in there. Yeah, we're not even close. Oh, that is a shame. Even if you go on major clubs for England, Everton are at the top of that. Who's won the Champions League then? Everton and Lazio before. It's not right. Leipzig. Everton won it again? Everton have won the Champions League twice in this career, and I can't win a blooming Ballon d'Or. Okay. Leipzig have won it most recently. I think we are about to retire. We're 35. So I suppose we go one more final simulation forward and find out when we're about to retire. I don't think we're going to win this, are we? All right, here we are then in the year 2045, and this is us now. We are now 37 years old, and we're playing for Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. That, I think, does mean that puts paid to our chances of winning the Ballon d'Or. We're 37. We are retiring in just about, 19 days. So it's over. I think it is over. Even in spite of, we did win the Asian Champions League, so we did get our Champions League win. This wasn't the European Champions League, and that's not really going to help us win the Ballon d'Or. I don't think it was. It was last year. So one final check, but I'm pretty sure I've just seen, by the way, before that we're on £1.8 million per week. Okay, we've secured the bag before the end of our career. That's fair, but I'm pretty sure we didn't secure the trophy that we wanted. Raul Gonzalez, Kadeem Sween, great name. Zeki Topchu, a lot of Arsenal players in there. One of our old team, look, winning lots of Ballon d'Ors. Did they win the league in that time? I assume they must have done if they're winning Ballon d'Or. Everton have won it. Maybe I should have just stayed at Arsenal. I made that play, didn't I, to go and try and win it. Maybe if I'd stayed, I'd have had a better chance. One of those. I felt like it was good moves. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below if you think any of those moves were a mistake. I think that's the end of this one. We're going to leave it there for today. We failed. Maybe we'll have to do another video where we try again and switch things up. Tell you what, in the comments down below, tell me what I should have done to make it more likely that I could win a Ballon d'Or here. Is it to make us a striker, winger? Is it to go, I don't know. Did I make mistakes on the moves that I made? I'm not sure. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. I'm honest with these things. If we fail, we fail, and I fail with you guys watching. Next time, maybe we'll do it better, and it means that we do another video out of this. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments too. Leave a like on the video. most importantly, have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.